All right, we are at Yankeetown and Inglis Women's Club. I've not been to this thrift store in about 4 or 5 months. The last time I tried to go, they were actually remodeling, but I have found some great stuff here. I found a $300 piece of pottery here, found a $100 t-shirt for $1. So I'm really excited to take you guys in. It's my first time since they've remodeled. Hopefully the prices are still as good. So let's go find some stuff. All right, so this thrift store actually has their own little shed. It has a sign that says the shed. So we are going to go look in the shed first. And there were a whole ton of people, which I didn't expect. There weren't many cars. But first, I see some really nice teacups. And this one had a pheasant. It was not branded. It was only 50 cents. If I see high dollar teacups, I will pick them up for you guys for the thrift boxes. And I absolutely love this plate. I knew as soon as I saw it, it was Italy. Turned it over just to confirm. It was only $3, which would be a great price, but the cost of shipping and the size of the box would just make the thrift boxes pretty unreasonable, unfortunately. These little pelican glasses were really cute. That's something I would pick up if I was picking up for myself, and I really like those napkin rings with the roosters as well. They always have really good stuff here. Some of the prices are high, but probably 90% of them are pretty low. So I saw this Raggedy Ann and Andy. They had them at $6 a pair. Some of these can be valuable. The brand on this was Knickerbocker. And I was looking for a year, but I did not see a year on the tags. So I'm actually going to get my phone out and look up Knickerbocker, Raggedy Ann and Andy and see if I can find anything. So we will go and put Raggedy Ann, Andy, Knickerbocker. And you can see here, there are some for $25. The $10 one was an auction, but what matters is what they have sold for. So that's what we're going to take a look at. And you can see here, some as low as 13, 20, 25. There are a few higher, but I don't see the exact pair. So I did decide to leave those because when I double my costs, that would be a $12 buy cost to you. And I think that was just a little too much without seeing exact comps. Those glasses with the holder are another thing I would pick up if I were picking up for myself. And I always peek through the silverware just to see if I see anything. And I'm looking at a mark there. And I don't look at marks on all of them. I just look to see if anything catches my eye. And I know I say that a lot, and you will develop your eye the more you go thrifting and the more you source. You will know what some stuff looks like to keep an eye out for. Now, this little reindeer tin was super cute, but it was a candle, and I don't think a used candle would resell very well, and the small tin isn't worth much. Now, I want you guys to remember this, and I will tell you the only reason I know. So this was $1. This is a Culver Glass. A set of 4 of these sell for about $200. This one was $1, and I actually didn't end up getting my phone to work. I was trying to while I was in the shed, but the signal was bad in the shed. So I looked it up after, and single glasses only sell for about 15 to 20, but if you have a set of 4 glasses, they sell for $150 to $200. And the reason I know is because I saw some of those at a garage sale I went to with my mom recently, and I remembered. But they were priced at $200 at the yard sale. So you can learn things while you're sourcing, even if you don't end up buying anything. By researching things, you learn more. I really like that set. Actually, more for myself, but I didn't end up getting it. And I always look at the little knickknacks just to see if they are marked, because some little knickknacks can be worth good money. And I like these little, I believe they're salt shakers. They were individual salt shakers with the holder, but they weren't branded. So I did decide to leave those behind. And I have found some really good stuff in this shed. It's kind of a mix. And I actually believe they had 50% off the shed that day. This glove was a softball glove. It was $3. And I'm not super familiar with gloves, but some of them sell for over $100. And if you see there is a model number. So it's a fast pitch glove. And what I am going to do is get my phone out and we will look up that model number to see if that glove is worth picking up. So I put it in, and it does take a little while in here. So if you guys notice in these stores that have bad signal, I will continue looking while I'm waiting on comps. And you could see real quick there, they only sold for about $15 to $20, so I did leave that. This is a Firkin bear. I was not super familiar with it. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Teddy Ruxpin. I don't know if it was kind of a spin-off of that or not. I'm sure some of you will let me know down in the comments. And then I saw this Thomas Kincaid puzzle. I was hoping inside it was sealed, but it was just in a regular like sandwich Ziploc bag, so I did put that back. And I believe somebody said puzzles aren't selling as well as they were last year, so that was probably better left there as well. So now I've got Firkin pulling up while I'm continuing to look and see what else we see in here. And the Firkins sell for, it looks like anywhere from $5 up to $25. So at $5, there just isn't enough room for profit. And here we have some Christmas stuff. Keep an eye out for these bulbs. You're going to see some comps coming up here on the screen. I picked them up because I was trying to see if all of the bulbs were silver or if maybe there were some more colors. It was only $2 for a bundle. So if I were picking this up for myself, I definitely would get it. So you can see some comps here for $26 for 2 boxes, and those were silver. But with them being breakable and having to pack them all to send them to you, I did decide to leave them behind. And I'm just trying to look here. I had spelled the name wrong and I wanted to fix that. So you can see again, $40 for 2 boxes. So really good buy here for $2, but there were only 9 sold. But with Christmas coming, I bet that they would sell. And of course, the colored ones are going to sell better than plain silver. This was a really cute Fitz and Floyd bowl. It did have the year on it, so I was able to actually put the year of the bowl, and I could find it pretty easily. I don't know what I was typing. I was typing something. Fitz and Floyd. So it was 1996. So I just scrolled a little bit, and there was the bowl only sold for $15. So I did decide to leave that behind as well. I thought that might be wood, but that was actually ceramic, and it was really, really heavy. And then these candlesticks, I am pretty sure are crystal. They were $5 for the pair, so I'm looking to see if I could see any names or maker marks on it, but I did not. And I really love this little pitcher, but it was not priced. That's something I definitely would have thought of picking up. It had a brass handle. It was a pottery pitcher, but unfortunately, without it being priced, I did decide to leave it behind. And that set down there below it is my dish set at home. So if I need replacement dishes, I know where to get them. I am trying to find this little pot with Google Lens here, and unfortunately the signal was not cooperating, so I was not able to look that up. And I love those signs that inspire hope and love always. I should have got those for my shed with the butterflies. I didn't notice them until I was doing this editing, unfortunately. So I am finally giving up on looking that up. And unfortunately, that happens a lot at these thrift stores where you don't have a signal. Sometimes you just have to leave it there, and you could comp it later, like take a picture with your phone and use Google Lens later, but I am not going to do that. And that pot was amazing for $5. Again, that is something I would pick up. It would probably sell for $50 to $60, if not more. But with shipping factored in the thrift boxes, that is not something I wanted to pick up. And I'm looking up this Mantle Clock. It looks kind of cheap, but I've been surprised by some Mantle Clocks, and I just sold one last week for $100. So we're going to try and see if we can find this Mantle Clock. And it was Heritage Mint though, and they wanted $10. And it looked like they sold only for about like $30. So I did decide to leave that behind as well. Some Noritake progression, which is what that is, do well, but I do not believe that that pattern did well. So we are done in the shed. Now we will head to the store. They just told me that shed that you just saw is going to be their new processing center, which is pretty cool. And if you see here, housewares are 25% off and linens are on sale as well. So I found a new NASCAR shirt in here for $1 before and it sold for $100. So they have some good t-shirts in this store. Now their price is $1 per shirt unless it is marked. Now you are going to see here a lot of the shirts that I liked were marked. That one is $2. And I really am trying to keep the cost a little bit lower for you guys. So I did end up leaving most of the tagged shirts behind. Now, I normally do not have the patience to look through all the shirts. However, with having found an expensive shirt here before, I do have the patience this time. So this is a Sturgis rally. It's kind of like a bike week up north. And this one only had a purple tag, so it was $1. I did decide to put that one back. This is Sloppy Joe's in Key West. That one I did keep for $1. And what sucks is, as I was editing this video last night, I realized they didn't give me any of my shirts. So all of the shirts you see here, me picking up, are still at the thrift store. This one is Cabo Wabo Cantina. Again, destination shirts sell, so I picked that one up as well. I am hoping to be able to call them on Tuesday when they open because tomorrow is a holiday and hopefully they still have my shirts. This Harley Davidson shirt was pretty awesome, but they had $2 on it. So it would be $4 to you. And again, I'm really trying to keep these thrift boxes as low price as possible. If you guys want me to pay up a little bit for like the Harley t-shirts and stuff, definitely let me know. Now that was another one for the Iron Horse Saloon, which is a bar in Daytona. There were a ton of Harley shirts here, and most of them were priced at $2. So again, let me know, and when I go back to pick up the shirts, I can see if they are still there. Now, I love that Gators jersey, but it was $5, and this one was $2. So I feel like most of the shirts I was interested in were tagged, and they were like $2 or $3, which is not expensive. It's not expensive at all, but I have to remember that I am doubling the price to you guys. So this one was Florida Gators National Champs. This one was $2. It still had the sticker on it though. So I actually did decide to get that one because of the fact that it was still new with the sticker. And that was for first responders. That's a little bit more individualized. So I did not pick that one up, but I typically pick the destination. I think this is funny. This was in my thrift video yesterday in my thrift box. And it was priced $4 at the other thrift store too, but their clothes were 50% off. Now, these are some Crocs, but they were $7. So at $14 to you, that was just a little bit too high. Keep seeing me looking at those tags. I'm cheap, guys. You make your money on the buy. That is what's important. So that is why I'm a little bit pickier and I try to get stuff as cheap as I possibly can. And these again, like if you have logos or photos, like the guys' shirts with women in bikinis on bikes sell. Just hands down, they definitely sell. And I'm looking and see this amazing, this is so awesome. This is a gecko shirt with like really colorful geckos, an amazing shirt, and it was only $1, so I did pick that up. So unfortunately, you are not going to see these shirts in a thrift box because I physically do not have them. I really hope they didn't put my shirts back. I did pay for them, but I didn't get them. So I hope they still have them. That was a Tattoo Fest shirt, and the graphics on it were pretty cool, so I did get that one as well. And I always look for jerseys, even tank top jerseys sell good if you can get them cheap. And I did not see any more shirts, so we are going to go around the corner and we will look at the pants a little bit and see if we can see anything in those. But first we will look at the linens. And right there, she was coming to take all the shirts from me. So I think my shirts got put in a bag first. They have tons of linens here. Again, they are on sale. And they have them hung and displayed so nicely in the store. The store, it was nice before they remodeled it. And now it is even nicer, which is amazing. So here, that was a Valance. And I don't feel like Valances do super well. It was only $1. But it was only one. So if it had been a pair, that is something I would consider picking up. And those were some really nice napkins and placemats. And then I saw this gorgeous dresser scarf or table runner. Absolutely beautiful, $3. That will sell probably for $30 to $40. I did pick that up, and I do have that, and that will be available in one of the thrift boxes today. These were pillowcases. They were 5, so I felt like that was just a little too high to be able, it would probably sell for like $25. And then up top, these really caught my eye. So these are John Matalk. They are brand new with tags, and it's actually a set of 4 placemats and 4 napkins, all brand new with the sticker. They are vintage. They were $8, but they were on sale, so it's only going to be like right at like $8 to you, but there are comps up to $50. And then this you will not see in a thrift box. This is actually the size of my dining room table, and it was a whole, I think, $4. So this pretty tablecloth is going to go on my table once I get stuff moved off of it, which hopefully will be within the next couple of days. Tons and tons of placemats is what I'm looking through. And I kind of want to wait and get some feedback from you guys before I go overboard on any certain kind. Now, I did see these really nice apple placemats. There was a set of 4. I got the napkins, and then I forgot to put the napkins in the thrift box. So somebody that got a thrift box yesterday got those 4 napkins for free. I just threw them in there. Now, these are some really cool, like floral, and then that was plastic. So some plastic probably will do okay, but I decided to leave those. I think this was Winston. It is the cigarette brand, but I couldn't figure out what it is. I think it might have been an apron. And then I saw this apron. So this is actually, it looks like it's brand new. It was $3. It is by Vera Newman, and it's very, very colorful. It's a really nice linen apron. And so for $3, I did pick that up. They look like they comp at between $30 and $50. I actually couldn't find that exact one. So much linens, and I love linens. I probably could have looked longer at the linens, but we are going to move on. These are still linens, but they're towels. If it was closer to 4th of July, I would have got those Sonoma USA ones. But at $3, I think right now we're just a little too far away from the holidays where people would get those. And if I was picking up for myself, I would have got those 2 Halloween towels because now I think we're a little too close to Halloween for me to get Halloween stuff for the thrift boxes. So I am kind of skipping over that. But I still would pick up some fall and Thanksgiving and holiday items. These were all 4th of July once I looked through them. So always look, again, pairs of hand towels sell well for about $15, sometimes $20. I really thought about those because they were really cool towels, and so were these bats. They had some really amazing linens at this store. All right, so let's look and see if we see any pants. And I'm kind of just glancing over again with clothes. I am not the biggest clothes fan, but look what I saw up top. There was a pair of Merrells for $5. I sold these exact Merrells for, I believe, $52 recently. So those are a definite yes, but those were not in my packages either. So I have to go back and get the shirts and get the Merrells, and they will be in a future thrift box. I really thought I had everything, but I got a ton. So I had 3 big bags from here, and I just assumed the shirts were in the bottom and the shoes, but unfortunately they weren't. And then I saw these were called swacks. There are a lot of clogs that are worth quite a bit of money. Most of them go to nurses, but they had them at $10, which was a little high, but I thought I would look them up because sometimes clogs can sell for over $100. So we are going to go ahead and look them up and see if we can find them. They were Swack's Ride Home. And of course, I'm still looking while I'm waiting on my phone to work. It can be hard with no signal in the store. And then this is all of the women's clothes. I tend to gravitate towards men's more, but I do always look at the scarves. So I'm just checking here to see if any of them were named, but unfortunately none were named. With the women's clothes, I just kind of browse through and see if anything stands out to me. But as you see, I'm not stopping much. But these Crocs were really nice, but they were priced at $8. So again, I have to think of what it will be if I double it to you guys. I did look at the jean jacket because some vintage jean jackets can be worth money. They had a ton of Crocs in this store that day. And these were a little worn, so for $5, it was just a little too much. They'd probably sell for about $15. And then I'm not familiar with Cloud Steppers. You guys that know shoes might need to let me know if Cloud Steppers is a good brand. And these Skechers look decent, but they were priced at $7. I love this Halloween sweatshirt. And if it had been a little bit earlier in the year, I definitely would have picked that up for you guys. And they do have a few breakables inside. Most are outside in the shed. But what I noticed were these gorgeous oriental embroidered coasters. And these were marked at $3. I think that will sell for about $25 to $30. So I do end up picking those up. I'm debating. You see me like, do I get them? Do I not? I do that a lot. It's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And I just wanted to make sure the set was complete, and it was. And I did get these. These were in my bag. So I'm like adding to my piles at the counter. Now, they had a couple of buckles there. I believe they were priced at $10. And then they had some silverware down there as well. But it was not any name brand that sells particularly well. I pretend like I'm going to look at the women's clothes, but I very rarely do. They had a lot of shoes. But again, the prices were just a little too high for me to be able to sell it reasonably to you guys. But then I saw the hats, and there are a couple of hats here you will see. I see the Super Bowl champions hat in excellent condition. It did say $4 on the bottom, but I asked them if the hats were all $1, and they said yes. So I'm hoping I only got charged $1. Here, you don't get an itemized receipt. It's just like your total. So I did pick up that Super Bowl hat. And then I also saw this World Series hat down here. And I picked that one up as well. Of course, both that I grabbed had $4 underneath. But I'm pretty sure I only paid $1 for those. So those will only be $2 to you guys in the thrift box. And I do have those two hats. And then look at this. You guys, do not look over seeing new wallets. It unfortunately was priced a little too high. It was priced at 10, but when you find new wallets like that, if you can find them for like $3, they'll sell for $20 all day long, especially with Christmas coming up. You will have people that are looking to buy gifts, and I think wallets are pretty commonly given as gifts at Christmas. So definitely keep your eye out for new wallets that are priced reasonably. And then I look down here, I'm checking out the makeup, but what is this? This is a cross stitch pattern, gold collection, brand new. So we are going to scan this and see if we can find it. And this was priced at $4. So let's scan it and see. And it looks like these are going for $40. The $17 one was one on auction. Now, when you go to sold, they sell for about $24 to $27. It looks like, some higher, but at $4, that was pretty good. So then I'm like, wait, there's more. And more. This is like a reseller's dream right here, all of this new cross stitch in the package. And more. It just keeps going. I'm like, how many are there? So my GoPro died right here, I will tell you. That is why I have this frozen. And what you are going to see after this is going to be footage from my phone. But I really wanted you guys to be able to hear my negotiating and talking with the employee. So you will see a little bit more footage, hear my negotiating, and then we will see what is going to be in the thrift boxes for today. There is a little more coverage. You are going to see me picking through a little bit here more. But as I go to scan this one, it died. So let's get to negotiating. They're mine, I think.
Okay, okay.
The little cloth ones?
Don't give them away.
Don't give them away. I have a question for you when you get a moment.
Okay, I'll be right here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Do you or can you? I would take all of the cross stitch stuff if you could give me half off. All of it. I would take everything in the there's 2 baskets full. And the bottom basket with the cloth.
Okay, all right. So it's marked $4, so
Yeah.
you want to pay $2.
Yeah, and I'll
Done.
take all of it.
Done deal.
Perfect. All right, so I bought everything that they had that was cross stitch. So box number 1 is going to be all of this plain fabric. Now these don't sell for much, probably about $5, but you are going to pay exactly what I would have paid. So 50 cents, a quarter, 50 cents. And it is going to include this one big one. This one you will pay 10. I comp this, it comps at over $50, closer to 60. So with these small ones, I typically get like $5, but they're really easy to list, and these are gonna be really easy to ship. So this is gonna be box number 1. All right, this is gonna be box number 2. I've got these 3 beanie hats, which are pretty cool. The Hogwarts for Harry Potter, some vintage Hanes boxers that look like they should sell well, and a Super Bowl champions and a World Series champions hat, plus this really nice, it looks like it's brand new Vera, I believe it's Vera Newman apron, which should sell for about $30, I think, and then this Bagolini purse, which should go for about $25. And there is a set of 4 Apple placemats here. These are brand new. These are by John Matauk. There's a set of 4 napkins and 4 brand new placemats. I think those should go for $40 to $50. And then this beautiful, beautiful embroidered dresser scarf, which is absolutely amazing. And these 4 Oriental silk coasters. So for all of this, I was in just a little under $30. So the total for you for this box is going to be $57.20. So not too bad. Shipping on this will be $15 because it will be heavier, but these placemats should pay for almost the whole box. All right, this here is going to be box number 3. And there are 12 cross stitch kits. Some of these are really good, but they all should sell pretty fast. This gold collection dimensions should go for $35 to $40, and this little one actually sells for $10 to $15. So you sell 2 of these, you will be in the profit. This box is going to be $38 plus $15 and ship, and yeah, all complete new cross stitch kits. All right, this is the last lot. This is a 13 count. Again, all new cross stitch kits. This is Mill Hills a bead. This one here sells for $20 by itself, I will tell you. I didn't comp them all, I just looked up a few. So you again will pay what the tag says, because I got them to give us 50% off if we bought all of them. So you will get all 13 of these for $40 plus 15 ships, so $55. And again, just sell 2 or 3 and the rest are all profit.